Dzana Investments, it's more of an investment entity. So we look at targeted investments. So the chances of having an event around Dzana are minimal. But for Hoyohoyo, definitely we are looking at events that we can run. And at the moment, we're looking at an event that we are having on the 27th of September, which is mostly targeted at women, young and old, and women-owned and women-led businesses. But during the months of June, we do look at the youth and others. So as we have, questions like the one that you've posed, we curate events that speak to that, where we can speak about our businesses, we can share about our business, share about hospitality, share about what can happen in Kataras or wherever you are, what opportunities you can look at in terms of hospitality. So I think if you look out for us on the social media, we've got a website, you'll be able to follow what events we are running. And we also do have an inquiry section. You can actually type a question there or a request, and we'll certainly look at it. But for me, I'm quite passionate about sharing about hospitality, because it can happen anywhere. You can have a guest house in Kataras that you run, which is a hospitality. You can have eventing. So definitely quite happy to look at curating special events that speak to activating hospitality as a source of business and as a source of youth employment and youth involvement. What we also do in Hoyohoyo, we also take on interns that can come in and have that exposure to the hospitality business, from looking at your housekeeping to front of office to back of office to banqueting to the chefing part of it, the food, to setting up events, organizing events, and concierge services. So within hospitality, there are so many elements that you can learn as an intern and also get involved. And I would urge the youth, as opposed to sitting and saying, I'm unemployed, try and volunteer your time and say, can I come and volunteer in this entity and learn? At least then you are learning. You may not be earning, but you are gaining in terms of learning. So volunteerism is a very big thing that can happen. And then, of course, the internship programs that you can look for within the CETA that's related to our hospitality sector.
Wow, that's very, very profound. Ms. Nkateko, as a woman leading across sectors, investment, agriculture, hospitality and property, what barriers have you faced and how did you overcome them?
So I would say a very interesting one would be dealing with communities and rural environments, traditional communities, where women are not really part of the communications set up. So for me, it's about working with a team where you have men in the team, and then together you actually tackle that. If you need other people to lead in the space to make other people comfortable, you need to step aside, be able to let your project managers or whoever you're working with lead that conversation, and then you then there to support until the trajectory or the patriarchal setup changes. You need to work with what is there in order to achieve what you need to achieve. So I think those are some barriers when working with rural communities, where women are said to need to know their place.
And that really, really made many women to feel so, it also led them to have that lack of confidence, because they were seen like as if they can't do anything except taking care of their family.
Yes.
But what advice would you give to young women looking to break into male-dominant industries like private equity or property development?
So I think more than anything is really to educate yourself around that space formally, so that when you sit in those spaces, you understand, the lay of the land, and you are able to contribute meaningfully. So education is always key. And of course, we spoke about mentorship, where you seek out people that know the things that you wish to know yourself, and get mentored by those people. So, for me, women need need to understand that we have a lot of women-led households in this country.
Very true.
And you need to understand by leading a household, you are being a leader. You're not just doing what needs to be done. So in leading your family, use those same leadership skills in other spaces. When you get to the workplace, use that leadership element that you have at home, bring it into the workplace. So it's about really knowing your worth beyond the home, taking it into your workspace, taking it into the space with your friends. So leadership, it comes in different forms. So I think we just need to realize that we are leaders in different spaces that we're in, but to show up with those leadership qualities wherever you go, and not say, when I get to work, I'll just sit back, I won't raise my hand when there is an opportunity because this is my role here. So, being able to try and, say, look, I'm happy to try this new thing. Please choose me for this